Oh,
And hey, it's a podcast. Welcome to the Brothers Game podcast with me, Nicolai.
I mean, Brian, hello.
I was like, how do we start this thing again? Man, it's been a whole couple weeks since we recorded,
Yeah.
as usual. And you might think, man, it's been a few weeks since they recorded. I know Nicolai's busy. Surely he's played a bunch of video games, though.
Right,
Not the case.
right.
I've bought like 3 or 4 video games, and in classic adult fashion, I've not played them. So that's pretty cool. So,
I, on the other hand, have played a lot of video games, actually.
oh look, I bought a case too. I'm holding it.
Yeah,
I got a new Switch case.
Switch 2 case.
So, the reason I bought this, I have cases for my other Switches, obviously. I now have a useless case for an original Switch, which I no longer own, but I still have it. And it was not something I really thought about with the Switch 2 until recently. There had been like 3 different times where I was like, oh, I'd like to bring my Switch to this thing or whatever, and had no way to carry it well. And like I could put it in one of my backpacks, but I'm like worried about the screen or something or the sticks, you know. And I was like, oh, I actually have a good reason to buy a case.
Yeah.
Because times have come up where I wanted to bring it and felt like I couldn't. So anyway, there it is. I played Pokemon Legends Arceus while in line at In-N-Out Burger.
Nice.
Because we recently got a new In-N-Out where we live, and it's the closest one in like an hour's drive.
Yeah.
So it was like a huge deal.
I think this is only the second one in Oregon.
I think there's
possibly.
Like 4 now, actually.
Oh, are there?
But they're much farther. They're very far away.
This is the only one anywhere near us.
Not a big thing in Oregon. So,
Yeah.
And this is very close to Portland, actually,
Yeah.
where we are. So
And
huge deal. It was crazy long lines.
I've said this before, but it is the single most overrated restaurant on the planet.
And I think it's quite good. I wouldn't say it's not like life changing, because you're a moron if you think it's that. But it is a very good burger place. So
I think it is a mediocre burger place, personally.
Yeah, but you don't like anything that makes it good.
That's
They're the things that are good about it are like the cheese and like
the fries.
the fries with the stuff on them, the grilled onions, and like the secret sauce that all things you don't like, basically. So understandable that you wouldn't care for it. Anyway, that's enough of the In-N-Out podcast.
Yeah.
I did try Animal Style for the first time.
Oh, for the first time?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I had never actually gotten it. I was like, no, I didn't want to be that person before.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, now it's such a thing. Like it's not on the menu, but it's written on your receipt. Like there's buttons clearly for it. Like it's so ingrained in the system that I don't feel weird ordering it. So,
I'm curious, between the two of us, which has had it more often.
In-N-Out?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Because
you went.
Because I used to go to California on a semi-regular basis, and we'd get In-N-Out occasionally, not that often, but...
But see, my wife really likes it too.
Right.
And so anytime we were near one, we made a purpose to go to it. And there was a few times she has family in Medford, and there's one in Medford.
Do you think you have been more than 5 times?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
No
then you've
question.
probably been more than me.
Well, I've gone twice just to ours now, but not even counting that. Yeah, I've got at least 5 times. Before that, so yeah.
All right.
Well, there you go.
I have a big list, so let's get started.
I got a big list. I'm checking it twice. Ho ho ho.
So in the last episode, I talked about doing a just straight up traditional Pokemon Red speedrun.
Weird. You played Pokemon Gen 1? That's crazy.
That wasn't the only time I played. This was not the only time I did this in this past month. So this is going to come up again. So this is any percent glitchless classic.
Classic. As opposed to,
The difference between glitchless and glitchless classic is glitchless allows for using a Pokédoll to skip the rocket hideout.
Wow, interesting.
Because if you use a Pokédoll, you don't need the Sylph Scope.
Right.
You can just use that to get through the fight with the Marowak at the end of Pokemon Tower, and so you can beat the game without ever getting the Sylph Scope. Glitchless Classic does not allow for that. So the world record for Glitchless Classic is an hour and 55 minutes. I beat it in 2 hours and 46 minutes.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
I mean, first attempt, that's not bad, right? It's
Yeah.
not that far off.
Yeah. And
So
like,
that's cool.
and I was just going for a personal best, and I totally destroyed any
Easy
previous
personal
record I
best,
had.
yeah.
So yeah,
And
I'm
now-
happy with that.
When you finished it, was there very obvious things to you where you could easily save time in a second playthrough? Or were you like, I mean, I went pretty fast?
That's the thing is, I think I at best could save 10 or 15 minutes of time.
Yeah. I mean, that makes
if
sense,
I hadn't
right?
made any of the mistakes that I made, I might have saved
Because I
like 10 or
assume the
15
world
minutes.
record holder has done it countless
Oh,
times,
yeah.
basically, right?
And that's the
So,
thing is, like, when you look at the top 10, they're all within like a minute of each other or
Right.
something. So they're
Once
they're
you get
always,
to that level,
yeah.
you're shaving off seconds, not minutes and stuff. So.
And like, unless there was a thing that could shave off an additional half hour or more, then I'm not really interested in trying
Pure
to get any
optimizing.
faster. So
And doing it over and over, yeah. Which, yeah, is not my kind of thing either.
there were some interesting things. So obviously, you use Nidoking, and one thing that it had I was following a guide,
Right,
and
sure.
one thing it had me do that I would never have considered is changing movesets for like a particular gym, and only that, and then immediately changing the moveset as soon as that gym is done.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a thing I've ever done in any playthrough.
Yeah, not something I've ever considered in Gen 1, certainly.
Yeah.
I do it now in like modern games, but that's because it's so easy to switch out moves and stuff.
Yeah.
It's very different now.
But
So,
yeah, like, just
That's interesting, yeah.
the number of times it had me just delete a move overwrite a move with another move, and like that move's gone forever now.
Yeah.
It even had me use horn drill, which I was like, there's no way, but you just use X accuracy and it just hits every time.
Oh, geez. That's awesome.
That's another thing is X speed and X accuracy and stuff. Those
Very
are
useful.
I had never ever used those,
Yeah.
and I've played this
Well, they're
game
never-
dozens of times.
They're really not necessary in a normal playthrough.
Yeah, it just
to, like,
always seemed like a
win.
waste of a turn to me.
Right.
But when you're trying to beat the game as quickly as possible,
They're used a ton in, Nuzlocke and hardcore playthroughs too,
Yeah.
for sure. So, yeah, makes sense. High level play, yeah.
yeah. But yeah, so 2 hours 46 minutes. I'm satisfied with that.
Cool.
It was
That's fun.
interesting.
Yep.
And then I played and beat Assassin's Creed 2.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
I don't have a ton to say about it. I enjoyed going through Renaissance Italy. I think Italy is just a beautiful place, and so it was cool to play a game set in Italy, in particular during the Renaissance, which I think is a
Such an
aesthetically
iconic
pleasing
aesthetic time. Yeah,
era.
certainly.
And then overall, I think I did enjoy the game just a little more than the first game.
Nice.
There were a couple of puzzles that were really annoying, but other than that,
Not hard, annoying.
Yeah.
Big difference.
and but like the combat was good, and yeah,
Yeah,
and
the combat's
Ezio
always
is a
fun.
likable character.
For sure.
I knew everybody liked him, but
Right.
I didn't
Like, oh, I
know
get it.
why.
Yeah.
So, and now that I played it, I
Yeah.
understand why.
Yeah. That's cool.
So that game got an overall thumbs up from me. It's also interesting the like conspiracy stuff, that side of the game, and like finding out that like, oh, humans were like, okay, spoiler for Assassin's Creed 2 if you haven't played it.
It's extremely old.
Yes,
So get over
pause
it.
the game, play it, and
Yes.
unpause it if you if you don't want to be spoiled.
Assassin's
But
Creed 2.
spoiler alert, you find out that humanity was like created by these like basically aliens, I guess. And like
Pretty
all the
much.
significant events in history happened because of objects from this other race.
Nice. Weird.
And then I tried BioShock.
Oh yes, I remember.
And didn't
Not for
really
long.
care for it.
Yeah, interesting.
So it kind of
man, people love that series.
I was talking with Ben about this, and I agreed with what he said, and was like, it's like it was trying to be Half-Life, but not doing a good job of it.
That's awesome. Take that.
The mechanics and like the gameplay felt very similar to a Valve game like Half-Life or Team Fortress 2, but or Portal. And then it's kind of a zombie game. Like they're not really zombies. They're like they're splicers, I think they're called, but they are essentially zombies.
Right.
And so it's just like an underwater zombie shooter with Ayn Rand themes. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I just didn't care
I feel
for
like
it.
it either vibes with you or it doesn't, kind of thing. I think. Yeah.
Interestingly, while I was playing these two games, both on my 360, I discovered that the Xbox 360's date caps out at 2025. You can't set the
really?
date any later than 2025.
Oh, interesting.
So because it's 2026, I just set it back to 2006.
Nice. That's cool.
Because
we're back. It's
I was like,
2006,
why,
baby. Let's
why
play some
is
Halo.
the date 2005? And it's like, oh, it's because it like overflowed. Like
Yeah.
it hit the end and then just
Wow, that's so
reset back
funny.
to the beginning.
That reminds me soon. It'll be impossible to play the original Animal Crossing.
Oh, really?
Properly.
Huh.
Because Animal Crossing specifically caps at 2030.
Oh, wow.
That's after that, things won't be perfectly accurate anymore. The dates and the like certain like lunar holidays especially were all programmed in a specific way. So even though I think the GameCube goes to like 2099,
Oh, interesting.
Animal Crossing specifically only goes to 2030.
Yeah, I think the 360, and probably my Wii too, but my 360 is like I don't have anything in between my 360 and my PS5 and Switch 2 that actually tracks the date in the console.
Right. In that sort of
Like
newer-
N64, GameCube,
yeah.
PS2 don't, as far as I'm aware.
right. They only did it with batteries in the cartridge or whatever.
Yeah.
Tracking time, yeah. Yeah, I think GameCube era, right, was the first era clocks and stuff.
Yeah, I
To
don't
really
think,
have internal clocks.
I don't
like
think
that,
the
right?
GameCube has like a date though, does it?
It's got an internal clock, yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
So you could is there a place to set the time and date on
Yes.
the console?
Yes.
I need to check that then.
In that,
Yeah.
yeah.
I didn't remember
There's
that
a little,
being
there's a
there.
little clock thing. Yep.
I wonder where that caps out.
Oh, that's what I
Oh,
was
it
saying.
is 2099.
2099.
Okay, for that.
I'm
That's
pretty
interesting that because the Xbox 360 is a whole generation later, and
Yeah,
they
that's
capped
really
out
weird.
at 20,
Why would that
25.
cap at 2025? That's really weird.
So they only expected a 20-year lifespan on the console, I guess.
They're like, that's more than enough. Yeah, that's really funny.
They didn't expect weirdos like me to still be playing it.
Yeah. No one's going to play BioShock in 2026.
So, I wanted, along the lines of Pokemon Red, I wanted to try out the disassembly of Pokemon Red. So,
Oh, yeah.
you can, the source code for Pokemon Red is out there, and you
Right.
can put it into an assembler and look through it. And good luck, because it's a total maze. It's
gonna look like gibberish to a
extremely
lot of
difficult to
people.
find anything.
Yeah.
But there's a much easier version where somebody put it up in GitHub and like
Mm-hmm.
organized everything in logical ways, and you can just either run it
in there
in
and do it,
a
yeah.
C++ compiler like Cygwin, or you can just do make in Linux and just mess around with it that way. So,
And that's just fun, yeah.
and so I was looking through the instructions on it, and it recommended using Linux. And so I was playing around with that on. I still have my old computer from 2010, and I just play around with operating systems on it sometimes. And so I was playing around with Linux
Nerd.
on there, and then I was like, you know what? So I am now dual booting Linux Mint and Windows on my main desktop. And I've actually been trying to boot into Linux as often as possible and just see what I'm missing. And
Try
it's not
to get
much.
into Linux. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not much. Like Linux Mint is pretty great.
That's cool.
And I've got like all my emulators on it now and stuff. So the only
Which just
thing,
makes sense.
yeah, the only
play in
thing
Linux.
really is some of my Steam games really only play on Windows.
Gotcha. Yeah. It's like trying to game on a Mac.
Yeah. But so after I did that, I downloaded the repository for Pokemon Red and did make and pulled it up in MGBA. And then I was like, okay, time to start editing.
Yeah.
So,
So, like, if you wanted to change the level of Brock, for instance, where do you go? Do you remember?
so there's a folder called, I think, data. And then you go to like, I think it's trainer levels.
Yeah, there's just a
Yeah.
specific trainer levels
And
part.
I learned something
Is it just like
interesting.
Brock's name and then like a level or something?
Yeah.
You just change the number? Or...
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I learned something interesting. Every single trainer, and I think this may only even be red, blue, green, but every single trainer in the game that is not a gym leader, an Elite Four member, or your rival, or maybe Giovanni also, all their Pokemon are the same level. Every
Oh,
single
interesting.
one. I did not realize this before
What?
because every other Pokemon game doesn't have that restriction.
Yeah.
And so I
So,
was
like, Youngster has the level 4 thing. They're all level 4,
Yep.
you're saying?
Yep.
Interesting.
And so like
That's crazy.
because I was gonna give a trainer like a level 10 this and a level 13 that. I'm like, oh,
There's
nope.
only one value.
That's not how it
change.
works in Pokemon Red.
Dang, that's crazy.
So you just
That's really interesting.
so there's one level and then you list which species of Pokemon they have, and that's it.
Interesting. Yeah.
So what I wanted to do, because I wanted to prove just how easy of a game this really is.
Right.
Because so like I see YouTube thumbnails that are just like, could Ash actually reach the Elite Four with this team, or could you beat the game with this? And my answer is always 100% of the time, yes.
Absolutely. You could,
Any
yeah.
team you can think of, any serious team you can think of,
Right.
anything that's not like one Magikarp.
Right.
I mean, like an actual any
Any
team that you
normal
think could
team.
maybe possibly beat the game, 100% can beat the game.
Including a single starter Pokemon.
Yes. In fact, that's arguably easier.
Yeah, Blastoise
than
alone
playing
is a very
with
easy way to
other-
play the game.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I am going to make the worst Pokemon. So I have like spreadsheets of all the base stats and stuff
Right.
of all the Pokemon. So
Nerd.
Caterpie and Weedle have the
you have
lowest.
your own Cerebi
Yeah.
on your computer in spreadsheets.
Yeah, and mostly it's because I like to be able to sort the data in
Right, I
different
mean, yeah,
ways
that makes sense.
and sort and filter it. But okay, so the two Pokemon with the lowest stat totals in the game are Caterpie and Weedle with 175.
Makes sense. They're tiny worms.
And then the Pokemon with the lowest special stat in the game is Caterpie with 20, I think. The Pokemon with the lowest HP is Diglett with just 10. The lowest attack and defense are Chansey with 5.
Yeah. The lowest value in
And
the
I
game.
don't remember
Yeah.
who has the lowest speed, but it's like 15. So at first, I was going to have a Pokemon that had 30 in every stat, but I was like, no, you know what?
That's too easy.
So I made a Mew with 5 in every stat.
5.
I
Surely
picked,
that's impossible.
and I picked a Mew because it can learn any move
Right.
to make that part simpler.
That's easier.
And then,
But I mean, the stats are abysmal. Yeah.
but that wasn't enough. I was like, okay, I'm also going to make it the worst type in the game, Bug type.
Pure bug Mew.
Yes. And there was a second reason for that, and that is that he wasn't going to know any bug type moves, and so that means no stab.
Right. Yeah.
And then I
Because
gave
there's
him
no bug TMs, is there?
no.
Or certainly any good
There are
ones.
no
yeah.
bug type TMs
Okay.
the whole game.
That's great. So never stab.
And then I gave him the weakest move in the game, Constrict.
Uh-huh. awful.
which only has 10 power.
Which makes sense with his tail, though. Actually, I like that.
And it's
Thematically,
it's a
it
normal
makes
type
sense.
move, which means it's physical in Gen 1. But I wanted it to be special because and changing normal type to special is not something I know how to do. But I was like, okay, let me think about this. It could be grass, water, fire. I was like, oh, dragon.
Because
Dragon is
special.
only it's special, and it's only super effective against dragon Pokemon.
Right.
So it'll never be super effective or
Until
have stab
like, the end of the game.
until the end of the game.
Which you're not going to use by then anyway.
So I
probably.
put this all together, and I compiled the game, and I played it, and I have never been so terrified of Weedles.
Yeah. I mean, a Weedle's way stronger than
Because
you.
Bug is
got,
weak to poison.
Oh, yeah.
So Poison Sting would
Just
one-shot me, or
you
2
know?
or 3
Yeah,
shot me.
100%.
I got to like level 20 in Viridian Forest and couldn't beat the first trainer. So I was like, okay, I have gone too far.
Listen, it was a
5
cool
in every
concept.
stat was
Maybe impossible.
too much. So
I mean, you could probably grind to level 100 in Viridian
yeah,
Forest.
but I was definitely not going to do that. So I was like, okay, I'm going to give him a buff. So he got
a buff.
Yeah.
Bear, technically.
So HP went from 5 to 10 to match Diglett.
Yeah. Doubled.
Yep.
Literally
Attack
doubled.
and defense stayed the same because of Chansey.
Uh-huh.
Speed went up to 15, special went up to 20.
That makes sense. Like copy the lowest stats of real
the lowest
Pokemon.
of every Pokemon.
Like, that makes sense. I like that, actually. I kind of like that better, honestly.
Yeah. And then I bumped up Constrict to be 13 power, which still made it the weakest move in the game.
Yeah.
But it was
Okay.
better than
but
it was.
it's just slightly better.
Yeah.
This, by the way, would be a great video maybe someday.
Yes.
Which maybe we can revisit this and
Yeah.
actually do a cool YouTube
That-
video about this.
Was still too much.
Really, like,
Too extreme.
impossible.
Just not doable.
Could you make that work though?
It's just the amount of grinding you would have to do.
Right.
The
Then it's
level
just
you'd
pure
have to
grinding.
be at. And then
And that's not fun. That's not interesting.
yeah. So I was like, okay, fine. 35 in every stat.
35.
That's still
Substantially
has
better.
the same stat total as Caterpie and Weedle.
Uh-huh.
And then Constrict bumped up to 30 power. Weaker than Tackle still.
Still weaker than Tackle. Yep.
So I made sure it was still a very weak Pokemon.
I mean, it's very weak, clearly. Yeah.
And that worked. That
Yeah.
was
Doable.
doable.
Yeah.
I had to get to level like 13, 14 before I started to really like be able to
actually
hold
kill
my
anything.
own and stuff.
Which that's kind of normal for end of Viridian Forest, isn't it?
Yeah, ish.
If you have one Pokemon, especially.
and I beat the game with it.
So you did absolutely beat the game with that. that
I got
Mew.
all the way to the end, and so
And so you just played with that single Mew, right?
I
No one
did.
else on your
yeah,
team?
I did that single
HM
Mew and 2 HM slaves, 2 or
slaves.
3 HM slaves.
2 or 3.
Yeah, I gave it some TMs, and so I had to. So giving it Mega Punch was too overpowered.
Yeah, that's like a
Giving
good
it-
move.
Giving it Dig with 100 power.
I mean,
way too
Dig
overpowered.
is just ridiculous.
So I
yeah.
had to pick a.
good moves, but not just,
Yeah,
but not
so
insane.
I
moves.
decided that 65 power was the most I was ever going to
Yeah,
let myself
that's good.
have. So
'Cause,
that
yeah,
because
it
Bubble
having-
Beam has 65 power.
Okay, yeah, having Surf and Earthquake and stuff would
Yeah.
be just like pointless.
So I still used the Dig TM, and then I just edited the move Dig to only have 60 power.
Oh, cool.
Which is the same as in later gens. So I just made it match later
Yeah,
gens.
I mean that makes sense.
And then
yeah, it was so strong in Gen 1.
I did, I think, the
funny.
same thing with Body Slam or something and gave it 60, 65 power. And yeah. And then I beat the game. Oh, Ice, that's right. I got Ice Beam and reduced the power to 65.
Oh yeah, I feel like
Because
you could
ice
just, you
is
could just
super
do that. You could just
useful.
make every move 65
Yeah.
power and just
Now,
then use whatever
that
moves
does
you want.
mean that enemy Pokemon it will also be weaker for them.
Oh, right.
So I was careful to use like kind of more obscure moves that
Yeah.
the enemy Pokemon tend to not have.
Right. But you could still use, Ice Beam on Dragonite or whatever, yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't even that hard. Once I got Viridian Forest was the hardest part of the whole game.
Right, when he's really low.
By the time I beat Brock, everything was pretty easy.
Yeah, yeah.
Even Misty wasn't super hard. I wasn't weak to water, and and my moves, while not super effective, were not. It didn't resist my moves.
I wonder if it'd be much harder if you were fire type,
Yeah,
because you'd be weak to Brock and Misty.
yeah. Yeah, but like then
Interesting.
only they would really be hard though.
Right, exactly.
And then other fights would be super easy.
Right.
I will say I think it was your rival's Alakazam was the hardest. And there were a couple of times I wasn't sure I was going to be able to beat him because Alakazam would just spam recover. And in Gen 1,
Interesting.
enemy Pokemon have infinite PP, so you
that's
cannot PP stall.
That's right.
So,
That's so funny. So funny.
yeah. But yeah, I totally beat it. And so then
Yeah, very interesting.
while I was
There's definitely a great video concept there
Yeah.
somewhere.
while I was downloading source code and stuff, I was like, okay, so I got the source code for Pokemon Sheen Poke Red Light, which is the bug fixed version.
Right. Which
It's-
is cool.
Has no other changes in the game except bug fixes and AI improvements.
Right.
And that's it. They didn't add any Pokemon, they didn't add any content or anything. So I used that, and then I was like, okay, I want to make Brock hard.
You want to make him rock hard?
Yeah. And I wanted to make, I have the beginnings now of a ROM hack. Just the very early beginnings of a ROM hack. There are some thematic changes I wanted to make, like I wanted Geodude and Onix to be pure rock type.
Yeah. I feel like you've always said that. I mean, it would make them substantially better.
So one of the things I did is the trainer before Brock, he has a Diglett and a Sandshrew, both pure ground types in a rock type gym.
Yeah.
So now he has two Geodudes, both pure rock type.
Both pure rock. Yeah. Nice.
And so I had 3 save states, one with Charmander start, one with Bulbasaur start, one with Squirtle start. With Squirtle, I was level 9, and Brock was extremely easy. So I got to the point,
Even not being 4 times weak
Yeah.
to water.
I got to the point where I made Brock a satisfying challenge with a level 13 Charmander.
Okay.
And actually, another change I made because I was like, okay, what's another? So making them pure rock also makes them not 4 times weak to water and grass, just
Right.
2 times.
Which is great. Yeah.
I wanted
Much stronger.
I wanted one more change that would make it harder, that wouldn't make it any easier for, which would, how would I say this?
You could do it.
It makes it easier for Charmander without making it any easier for Squirtle or Bulbasaur. And
Right.
that was,
Sure.
I made it so rock is not resistant to fire.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And so I got to the point where
Full on type changes.
Brock was a satisfyingly difficult fight with a level 13 Charmander. So Onix is now level 17.
Dang.
And Squirtle could still beat him at level 9.
Yeah.
So
Listen.
I don't think it's possible without making changes that just don't make sense.
Right.
So
Brock's just going to be easy. if
Brock
you
is
pick
never
Squirtle.
going to be hard for Squirtle.
But he's weak to water.
unfortunately.
So, I
But
mean, yeah. You can only do so much there, I guess, without
But I at
making
least
it Kaizo.
leveled
you know?
the playing field a little
Yeah.
between Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And that's really as far as I got with that.
But yeah, I feel like it was only a matter of time till you made a Gen 1 ROM hack of your own.
Also, I wanted Bulbasaur specifically, not Ivysaur or Venusaur, to be pure grass.
Oh,
But then Weedle again was too strong.
oh yeah,
Because then
Now
Bulbasaur
you're
was
weak.
suddenly weak to Poison Sting. I was like, oh, okay.
yeah.
So I put him back to grass poison.
Yeah.
I still want Oddish and Bellsprout to be pure grass. I want more pure types. Oh, also, I made Furo pure flying. Furo and Spearow pure flying.
Going to make him very good.
Yeah. Which, here's the thing. The only thing that changes is they lose immunity to Ghost. And they're actually resistant to fighting.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the normal type negates the flying resistance to fighting, and gives them immunity to Ghost. So that's the only real changes. Everything else is the same.
But it does get rid of their
It also gets rid of
stab
stab for normal type
normal
moves.
type
Yeah.
moves. Yeah. Nice.
But yeah. So in February, I ordered a base body.
February.
And then a few weeks later, I bought a neck. And I was finally able to put them together. And last month, I finally got to play the base for the first time. And it's pretty awesome.
It's very nice, I thought.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I'm happy with it. Not
It's
everything
made of toasted
turned out.
wood.
Yeah,
Or whatever.
not everything turned out exactly the way I wanted it, but in the end, it wound up being pretty great. And yeah, it's roasted swamp ash body with a roasted maple neck.
So roasty toasty.
Roasting
Yeah, it
or
reminds me of coffee, the look of it.
the technical term is torrified.
Oh, wow.
But basically, they
It's cooked.
they heat treat it until all of the fluids are evaporated
really
out.
dry.
So yeah, so it's drier than any
Than your
kiln dried
typical.
wood
Yeah.
could ever be. And the sugars and stuff in the wood too are all
Right, even
so
that stuff. So
it does make it.
it would go up like a Roman candle if you lit it on
Oh,
fire.
absolutely. But it makes it lighter weight.
Yeah, the
It makes it
lightness is
more
the point,
rigid
right?
and harder, but also more brittle.
Yeah. But I would think as an instrument, a very good trait of that would be that it wouldn't warp as much over time.
Yeah, in theory.
Yeah.
That's true. In theory.
Because I know in furniture making you want to use really dry wood because of the warping.
And they do tend to use very dry wood anyway when building guitars and
Sure.
basses. This
Just
is just
not
even
absurdly
drier
dry.
because it's been heat treated.
Right. And didn't you say there's like hollow bits in it?
Yeah,
Like
so it's
holes.
chambered.
Yeah.
The body is chambered to make it as light as possible. So it's
Right.
actually less than 8 pounds total.
Which for
It's
a
pretty
bass
great for a
is
bass.
insane.
Yeah, especially
Basses
a
are-
jazz-shaped bass.
Basses are what, 11, 12 pounds typically?
They can be.
Yeah.
You can find. It's not terribly difficult to find one around 9,
Okay.
but
But 8 or
getting
lower
especially
is
a
very
jazz
difficult.
bass under 9 pounds is difficult, and 8 pounds is extremely difficult.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really cool. I mean, because that's the goal, hopefully, is that it's less fatiguing to
Yeah.
have strapped on you and stuff.
Yeah, it's like for some reason when I'm wearing even like a 8.5 pound bass for only like a half hour, my shoulder gets tired.
Yeah.
And like I know guys that are gigging 10-pound guitars and
Right,
it's
for-
no big deal, but
For 8 hours, just
but
playing
like,
straight.
I
But,
don't know
yeah.
what it is about me, but I just can't
You got
handle
sensitive shoulders.
that. I guess.
But no, it's pretty cool.
But yeah.
But you wouldn't say it's like your perfect bass yet necessarily.
Yeah,
It's not
but
the
also
total
like
end game bass.
yeah, but also like there's anything else would be so ridiculously expensive that it's
Right.
this is good enough.
Yeah, and only like you'd have to be a serious hobbyist who like actually plays in a band or something.
Well, so one
Like,
of two things would have
geez.
to happen. Either I'd have to be making money with it, or
Right.
I'd have to just be stupidly rich, and then it's not actually.
then you could have a few dream
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
basses, but yeah, interesting. But pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. It's okay. I have some very nice, expensive coffee grinders, so I really understand.
Yeah.
Of course, I do use those professionally, but but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then,
cool.
when it
pretty cool.
When it comes to speedrunning Pokemon, I decided to watch a few speedruns of a few of the other Pokemon
That
games.
helps a lot. Also, with your own speedrunning is watching the run done.
Yeah.
I feel like for me especially, that helps a lot.
Yeah, and there were a couple of things. Was one, I was just curious how the speedruns go in the other games, and then
Yeah,
two,
definitely.
to help remind myself how the game goes in some of the
Yeah.
middle gens.
What even
like
happens in
3,
this
4,
game?
or 5. Yeah.
Like, oh right, Galactic set off a bomb, and there's no water in the lake anymore, and there's Magikarp flopping around. Right.
So in Gen 2 and 3, they just pick the water starter and just use the water starter.
Oh,
which is
interesting. Wow.
what I normally
That's how
do in
you would
Gen
play.
1. So, like, oh, okay, just play how I usually do.
Yeah, Totodile's the goat. Let's
Yep.
go.
And then in Gen 5, I think it was, the person used, what was it? Lillipup.
Oh, Lillipup. Really?
Yeah. Like they got their starter and then and then as soon as they got Lillipup, that became the main Pokemon.
Interesting. Like Stoutland's good, but
Yeah.
like I wonder why.
Yeah, I didn't
Specifically,
I
that's
didn't
really
realize that
interesting.
Stoutland was good enough to speed run.
Yeah, I wouldn't think
Gen
he's
5
like
with.
the Pokemon to play with, though. Yeah, interesting. I mean, I like him. He's cute, but
Yeah.
okay, that's interesting. That's fun.
It's funny. I'm watching Gen 5 and I'm like, oh right, Charon was a character in Gen 5 that I did not remember at all.
Man, that would make Gen 5 fans so mad.
But that's the
people
thing is,
love
for
Charon.
me, Gen 5 was the least memorable gen.
Right. Yeah. I feel like it's one if you spent some time in it. I feel like the charm would get to you. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I haven't spent a lot of time in it, so I can't say much about it. But it's cool that I like that he's an aspiring trainer in the first game, and then Black and White 2, he's the first gym leader that you face.
Yeah.
And his gym is brand new.
Yeah.
And that's pretty cool.
I do like Bianca.
Sure, the klutzy, cute Mikudu type character. Very moe, yeah. Yeah. And I mean, it's got great Pokemon. I love a lot of the Unova Pokemon, so. And I think it's cool. They thought of it as sort of a reboot of the Pokemon franchise, And so it's almost exclusively Unova Pokemon, especially early on. Like, there are no other Pokemon. You can only get the new ones, which a lot of rumors and leaks flying around about Winds and Waves. And it looks like that they might be doing that again.
Yeah.
That there might be up to 300 new Pokemon.
Oh, wow.
And that it might be mostly new Pokemon, right? Kind of like Unova was. And I think that's very interesting.
That is
if
very
that's
interesting.
true, obviously, I don't trust anything I hear online, but yeah. So very interesting. I am looking forward to those games. That'll be fun. A new Pokemon. Speaking of Pokemon, and you talked about glitches and stuff, it reminded me of there's a YouTuber called Blue Boy Finn who does Pokemon videos. Really unique, interesting facts videos. And lately he's been doing these long kind of busting myths about different things in Pokemon and testing specific little things. And one he just did, which was really interesting, was the infamous trade in Gen 4. So there's a person, just like some girl in a house,
Oh, is it the Haunter with
who
the
will trade you a
Everstone?
Haunter with an Everstone. So classic. Like everyone hates Mindy. This character. She's like, oh, it's holding an Everstone, so it doesn't evolve. Ha 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 ha. But there was a rumor within ROM hacking people, especially, that trade evolutions in Gen 4 are kind of weird. And that they're really hard to change for ROM hacks for whatever reason. And so after doing a little investigating, Blue Boy Finn wanted to test. He's like, do they even work? Like, if I go into the code and get rid of the Everstone from Mindy's Haunter, will it evolve? Like, will it work then? And so he figured out a way to hack the game and change only that.
Yeah.
The Haunter will not have an Everstone. And he tried multiple times, and it still didn't evolve, even without the Everstone. And it turns out basically they're almost certain, him and various other hackers, that trade evolutions are impossible with trainers. That trainer trades like that for some reason do not cause evolution, and that it's probably a bug, just straight up a bug.
Oh yeah.
That they didn't know how to fix, that Pokemon couldn't fix, I guess. And so it's just in there, and they wonder if Mindy's Everstone thing was put there on purpose, like
to
like
cover
kind
up
of
that.
cover it up almost,
Yeah.
like, or something like that. Or I could sort of maybe see a programmer thinking that's funny to put that trade in the game because they knew it wouldn't work anyway. Like, oh, let's just give it an Everstone. Let's do it Haunter with an Everstone. That'd be funny, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's totally possible and very fascinating. So I thought that was a fun little thing to bring up. So there you go.
One of the speed runs I was watching. So these are usually VODs from streams where people
Right.
speedran the
Typically.
game on stream.
Yeah, things that long they typically like to stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And one of these streamers gave just this. I'm so tired of the hate that the newer Pokemon games get.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And the guy said something to the effect of, "We're never gonna get a complete Pokemon game again." And I was just like, "What are you talking about?
Like,
what do
what are you
mean?"
smoking?
And it's like,
Like-
oh, it's because you can't catch every single Pokemon in the new games.
right.
Like, oh, I can't. Are we still on this?
Yes, dude. There's still people
Like,
who hate Sword and Shield.
That's
because
enough
of
for
that.
you to call it an incomplete game?
I know.
Are
I
you
know.
kidding me?
It makes no sense at all. Like I could because they're saying there's a precedence from every previous game that there's a national dex and you could technically have every Pokemon even if they weren't catchable.
Yeah.
But I feel like everyone knew that was temporary.
Yeah.
Once they passed 1,000 Pokemon,
Uh-huh.
like I'm like, oh, of course, that's fine. That's like
Yeah.
I wouldn't even consider being mad about that.
Us normal rational people
Exactly.
were just
I think
like,
we're just
oh
normal,
yeah, that makes
rational
sense.
people. Exactly. It's very interesting because those people also take it feel like they take it personally. Which is really interesting. And I mean, there's a lot of Pokemon
like
fans out
they-
there, so
they feel like they've been personally betrayed by
yes,
Game Freak.
Game Freak hates me specifically.
Yeah.
And that's very strange
Yeah.
to me. Like modern games, certainly ones like Scarlet and Violet, have flaws, certainly.
Yeah.
Very
I guess.
notable. But like I look at like Legends ZA, I would never consider that an incomplete game.
Yeah.
Even the DLC is kind of bad and like people don't love it. And yeah, it doesn't seem great. But even without the DLC, I don't have the DLC. Still feels like a complete game to me. I don't know. There's a beginning and end and credits and stuff to do. Feels like a game to me. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I think that's hilarious. Yeah, there's always going to be Pokemon discourse, and man, most of it makes no sense to me. Speaking of Pokemon discourse, okay, there's new stuff because some like data and emails and internal stuff got leaked from Game Freak, and basically it was business talk about wanting to talking about raising prices of games because of how that's been happening, talking about encouraging people to buy both versions of the game, which is also interesting. One, people are doing that anyway. So,
Right.
two, yeah, they probably will get more expensive because every game is becoming $70 now.
Right.
Although Nintendo's been very good about that compared to other companies. Star Fox, the new Star Fox, the new Yoshi are 50 and 60. Like they're cheaper, super cool. And at the end of the day, I'm like, why would you be surprised? Again, they're going to feel betrayed by that.
Yeah.
First of all, it's just internal talking. It's not decisions that have been made. Secondly, they're a for-profit company. No freaking duh they're talking like that. Like, oh, weird, the company's talking about how to make more profits. Whoa, no way, that's crazy. It's like, okay, a company making profits is not evil, first of all. Secondly, they wouldn't be a company if they weren't trying to make profits. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sure you think Nintendo and Pokemon should be charity organizations that are not for profit, that just make games for you for free, and they do whatever you want, and they bow to you, Mr. Internet person. You win the Reddit award. Congratulations. Here's some gold. You did it. You won the internet today, sir. And that's the end of my rant about people. So there you go.
Yeah.
Fun stuff, huh? That's how I feel about all that. Yeah. And I don't even play video games. So there. Speaking of the things I bought, I bought 3 Pokemon games recently. And guess what? I didn't spend much on them. I only spent $30 each on all of them. I rebought Legends Arceus, Sword and Shield. I bought both Sword and Shield. Never owned Sword, actually. That was always yours. Yeah. You bought Shield not that long ago.
Right.
I bought Sword and Shield because guess what? They're good games, despite what everyone would say. And I was like, I kind of really want to play that again and just kind of feel that the vibes of it a little bit again. And I like the vibes of it.
Yeah.
I did play some. I've played a little bit of Shield. I played Shield, even though it's the one I had before, mostly because I have the DLC purchased on it.
Right.
So I'm like, I'll play Shield again. And I transferred over a Ditto and a Rapidash because I really wanted a Galarian Ponyta. And you don't get those till much later in the game.
Right.
So I breeded one of those because you can breed right away. Because when you first get to the wild area, you can go straight to the nursery over at which is kind of far, but you can go straight over there. And so, so I got to start out with that. And it was fun.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun. Played a little Legends Arceus too, because I wanted to play it after playing ZA, and like see how different it was. And it feels completely different. Yeah, I will say. I'm shocked, actually. So I feel like you played Arceus not that long ago, or at least went back into it or something for something.
Just to help fill out my decks.
Right, it was very little, games. But
so yeah.
But you did get to play it a little after ZA.
And it's very different.
I was surprised at how different it was. I mean, obviously it's turn-based combat. That's the biggest difference. But yeah, just the whole vibe is completely different. Yeah. And I do like it. Yeah. Arceus is really fun.
It's one of the best Pokemon games.
No question. And recently, it's actually up on my Switch 2 right now. I have Legends ZA open too.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to finish things I hadn't finished yet, so did some side quests and things like that.
I've finished everything you can. I think everything I can do in ZA except the DLC.
Yeah. So. Which, man, I think for you especially, you would not care at all. Yeah. I would because of some mythicals and legendaries you can get, like Hoopa and stuff, as well as the shiny hunting possibilities. But again, things you basically don't care about at all. Yeah. So, and I'm not going to spend $30 for that, or 40. I think it might be 40. Oh, or something. Anyway, it's really expensive and not very good. But again, I'm not saying they make flawless, perfect decisions. No. But again, what are you going to do? I think there's an update happening for ZA soon. I need to look into that because I saw an article about it. But anyway, who cares? Go ahead.
So another thing is I had played Sega Ages Phantasy Star.
Oh yeah,
like a month or two ago, a little bit again, and it was like not a very good experience. So I was looking at maybe finding a ROM hack And then pretty much the universal opinion online was just play the Sega Ages version. And I was like, okay.
You're like, why?
In the Sega Ages version, there are 2 different modes you can play, and you can play in original or you can play in Ages mode. And in Ages mode, it gives you way more EXP and Meseta.
Heck yeah.
And so I changed over to Ages mode.
They rebalanced
and it was so much better.
That's so funny. Because though I feel like those 2 things specifically is what you said were the issue.
Yeah, those were absolutely the problems.
They probably
with the
agreed,
game.
I guess.
Yeah. And so
That's so funny.
Yeah, so the game was way better, and I played and beat it.
I do love. I feel like Japan does this specifically because it happens with the newer releases of Persona 4 Golden, the re-releases of the Kingdom Hearts games. They add like these little extra things, like you can in settings you can change and get like more experience and money throughout your playthrough. I know there's a lot of like challenge mode things in Kingdom Hearts Final Mixes that you can do that you couldn't do in the originals. Anyway, I just love when they add that kind of stuff because you can really tailor your playthrough kind of.
I feel like with the Kingdom Hearts ones, it's just here's more harder things.
Yeah, it's always make it harder because people are just, I don't know, they get very masochistic with Kingdom Hearts for some reason.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, you beat Lingering Will, but you didn't do it at level 1 with the Kingdom Key, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. It wasn't a real playthrough anyway.
So there's this like bad guy that's introduced at the beginning of Sega Ages of Phantasy Star, and so you beat him, but the game's not over yet. You go back to this one guy's house, and he's not there, and then you go down into this basement dungeon, and at the end of it is the Dark Fowls.
Whoa!
The same enemy
I know
from
Dark Fowls
from PSO. So like he's been like the ultimate big bad of every Phantasy Star game. Basically.
I love that.
Yeah.
When they keep the that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's really cool.
I think it's kind of like a demise situation where it's like it never actually goes away. You just like defeat it temporarily for a few hundred or thousand
seal
years.
it away for a little bit, but the evil always comes back. Like calamity.
Yeah. But yeah, it was all right. So your party is, you have Alice, which is a girl whose brother was killed by the bad guy. And she's on a quest to avenge her brother. And then you find a guy who I've already forgotten his name, but he's he's generic warrior fighter guy who big strong man who fights on your side. There's a cat named Meow.
Wow.
I'm guessing his Japanese name is Nya.
I would think. Yep.
And then there's a mage. Very typical fantasy
classic
team.
Yeah.
It is set in like space though, as Phantasy Star always is.
I guess
so
that's
it's
true.
Set in the far future in space. The healing items are cola and burger.
Yo, awesome! Future space is awesome.
There's space cola and space burgers.
You still get cola and burgers. That's awesome.
And colas only heal 10 HP and burgers only heal 40 HP.
Yep, sounds right. That's awesome.
And Alice's heal spell only heals 60 HP. No, 20 HP. Sorry,
20 for a healing spell.
But Meow's heals 80 HP. So that's the best one.
Cats are always healing you up. Cats are like double burgers.
Yeah.
Turns out.
So I almost 100% at the game. The only thing left is hitting max level, which
is
only 30.
Why would you want to do that?
And most of my team is like level 28, so I could do it. But I've beaten the game already and done every other thing, so I would literally just be grinding just to say I beat.
It's one of those things like I really want to do that in Paper Mario still, because I've never done it.
Oh, I've done it.
Yeah, I know you have.
A couple of times, actually.
Yeah. I still need to do it.
Yeah.
I never get all the way there.
No.
What is it, 25 or something? I don't remember.
I think it might be 30.
30? Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, 30 makes sense. I think I've gotten to like 25-ish.
Yeah. There's a thing where I refer to it as 99% complete in the game, and it's you've done everything except that one little stupid annoying thing.
One annoying thing that doesn't matter.
Like like Legends Arceus
Yeah.
not getting the like gold star thing for every single Pokemon.
Oh, like complete.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's annoying
Mm-hmm.
for some Pokemon in particular.
Yeah. But I got like, but I consider myself 99% complete for
Yeah.
having the check mark in every
Well,
thing
sure.
or whatever.
Yeah. And you got the complete decks and whatever.
Yeah.
So
And like in Phantasy Star, getting everything, doing everything, beating everything, but not hitting max level, that's 99% complete.
yeah. Yep. Yeah, especially when there's no like secret bosses or anything, you know. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess you could say I haven't even 100%ed Kingdom Hearts 2, which is one of my favorite games ever, because I've never beaten all of the data battles and stuff.
Right.
So I beat Sephiroth,
Yeah.
but
I
which is good.
Me
but-
too, actually.
Yeah, you finally did. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
And so like
Very cool.
unfortunately I can't even say 99% complete on
Yeah,
Kingdom Hearts 2
I couldn't either, I
there's
don't
so
think.
much stuff.
There's a lot.
Like if I
There's
listed
a lot.
everything I haven't done, it would sound like I didn't hardly
You
do
barely
anything
played the
except
game.
I've beaten like 85% of it.
Exactly.
There's
It's
just
like,
still
'cause
that
there-
much left to
Because
do.
there's the data stuff plus the like Olympus cups and
Yeah.
there's just
The Mushroom 13.
of course, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like you got to do certain things. Like for me, I always feel like I have to get every Keyblade and stuff. Like that kind of stuff, I really want to get everything.
Yeah.
Like any optional weapons or.
I
yeah.
did almost
like
all
that.
the synthesis. There was only like 2 items that I didn't have, and they required beating data battles to get the materials.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I will say I'm looking forward to playing some Kingdom Hearts again
Yeah.
in October when they release it for Switch 2. I'll definitely do some Kingdom Hearts playing. For
And then-
sure.
You gotta play FF7 Remake.
I do. It's sitting there staring at me,
Yeah.
eyeing my soul.
And then you should get Rebirth too and not play it.
Yeah, I can
Wait.
get that and not play it. Think of all the games I could buy and not play. I want to get Yoshi and Star Fox too. Haven't played those. Did you watch Donkey's video on the Yoshi game?
No.
Oh, you should. Just get a taste of what it's like. That game is crazy.
No.
That is the weirdest game. It is so unique, which I love that Nintendo does that. Like, it is a unique game.
No.
You like, you're Yoshi, right? Does that blow your mind? But it's all about the like enemies and like plants and stuff that are in each level, and like you throw fruit at them and stuff, and they do different things, and the amount of things in this game are ridiculous. Like there's too many things that happen. Like you can do too much. Like it's almost too. Like it seems not real. That's what I felt like. I'm like, this isn't a real game. They can't do this.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. And that's sort of what Donkey said too. He's just like, look at this does this thing. That's crazy. Like it's like, yeah, that is crazy. Anyway, I highly recommend anyone watch it if you know nothing about Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, the new game.
So it's Yoshi's story.
Yeah, except not even a little bit. But yeah, I mean, obviously it is a bit of a callback to that, I would assume.
So that older computer from 2010. So now that I'm dual booting Linux on my main system, I don't really need to play around with Linux anymore on that older computer. So I now have it set up as the world's fastest Windows XP machine.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you told me that. So you can play old CD-ROMs and stuff,
Yeah, because I've got
which is awesome.
some old Windows games, and none of them have to run in compatibility mode. They all just run
Right.
natively.
They're just made for that operating system.
So I've got Warcraft 3, I've got Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds, I've got Age
Heck
of
yeah.
Empires 2, like the base game.
the old one.
Yeah, without any of the expansions.
Not the new Steam one.
The original
Yeah.
release without any expansions. Star Trek Armada 1 and 2.
Yep.
And Legoland.
Legoland. A Legoland.
And this time, I'm going to beat it. There was a
yeah.
level I was stuck on
yeah, it was-
for
you-
years.
I remember, yeah.
I just could not figure out how to beat it. So I'm just going to look up how to beat it.
I'm just gonna look it up, dang it.
Because there are guides online.
Not gonna figure it out. I'm gonna look it up.
Yep.
And it's gonna be done, dang it. Oh, that's hilarious.
I got through. I played long enough to get through all the tutorials, so
you
now I
did?
can just play
Nice.
the regular game.
I loved the little cutscenes when you unlock things.
Yeah.
I always think of the one with like when you unlock the spider ride, I
Yep.
think. Oh, that one is so iconic to me. That's so nostalgic just thinking about it. I'm not even
Yeah.
looking at it. I'm thinking about it.
And the guy's voice too, and the music, like it was so nostalgic. I was listening to it, I'm like, whoa,
yeah.
that's what this is from. All right. Just
We did play that a lot. I mean, it's a very good game. It's very
fun.
much, for anyone who doesn't know, it's very much like, Roller Coaster Tycoon or SimCity kind of games like that, where you're making like a Legoland theme park
Yep.
and optimizing it and stuff. Really, really fun. Great aesthetic. Fun little, build a brick cola drinks kiosk.
Yep.
It's very British also.
Yes.
He's kind of got a British twang. Yeah. Yeah, it's great.
And speaking of Age of Empires, so there were 6 expansions that I didn't have because 3 of
That's a
them
lot.
came out last year because it's still getting expansions.
Which is crazy, honestly.
But so I bought 3 expansions for a total of $15 thanks to a Steam summer sale.
Yeah, sweet.
And so I've been playing through those. That's what I'm like in the middle of right now, basically, is playing through those expansions because each like campaign scenario takes me like 2 hours because I play very slow. I do a lot of exploration and I take time to build up my resources and then and just hope I don't get attacked too much while I'm building up. I don't handle
kill
early
me.
game aggression very well.
I don't like aggression.
Yeah.
Please leave me alone, please.
Please leave me alone until I can build up and then
I'm
attack
getting
you.
wood still. Stop. That's awesome. Well, Brian, we're about at time already.
Just about, but there is one topical thing. One
Let's get
recent
topical.
thing, and that is Sony discontinuing
Oh.
physical discs.
Are you mad, Sony? Yeah. Listen. It's very dumb.
Yeah.
Obviously. I'm with everyone saying that's dumb.
If that's
Don't do that.
how it's going to be for the PlayStation 6, I have
Right.
no interest in buying one.
Yeah. I already don't have a PlayStation 5 even.
Yeah.
So,
Especially because the exclusives I care about have been coming out on other consoles
right. Totally.
or on PC.
Totally.
So
Yeah, I think it's so awesome that like even Kingdom Hearts has now moved sort of more to Nintendo. Like, I mean, they revealed the new Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer in a Nintendo Direct, you know, and the Sony State of Play was just like a week before. They could have released it there, but they didn't.
yeah.
That's very telling and interesting. Yeah.
And I had already given up on Xbox when the Xbox One was such a such a disappointment to me.
Yeah. I've had no interest in Xbox for quite a while.
So I could be more or less done buying consoles at this point.
Right.
Like I might get whatever the next Switch incarnation is, but
the new Nintendo
it was a
thing.
pretty long wait between the Switch 1 and Switch 2. So
Oh, yeah.
the next Switch is probably a ways out. So it's
Quite.
going to be a long time before I buy another console of any kind.
Yep, which is great. That's
Yeah.
good news.
And that's
for
fine
our,
by me.
for our wallets or
And
whatever.
I certainly am
Yeah.
not spending $1,000 on a console ever.
Yeah. Oh, you're not going to spend $1,700 on a Steam machine?
No.
Talk about disappointment. That's insane. They're incredibly expensive.
If I ever get to the point where I have a dedicated gaming PC that is separate from my daily driver PC,
right.
I might do that because like
Sure. Yeah.
so there's the kernel level anti-cheat. I don't have any games that have that on my PC, and I refuse to install any that have that because I don't want anybody messing with my kernel, my operating system kernel.
Scary.
So But if it gets to the point where there's several titles I want to play and they all have that, I might just get and what I'd probably do is I'd buy a used Dell Optiplex for like $200. And even with current pricing on SSDs, I could still just throw an SSD in there and then have that, and then just say this computer isn't going to have anything except games. So go ahead and throw as much anti-cheat crap as you want, and totally mess it up. And it can have Windows 11 or whatever, because I don't like Windows 11, but I'll do that if that's the OS I need to run the games. And yeah, and then my normal daily driver PC that I do everything else on will just have none of that.
Untainted.
Yes.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah, it's future of gaming is interesting and very tumultuous right now.
Yeah.
I think in general, Nintendo's handling it fairly well, mostly in comparison to the other companies. So, yeah. Yikes.
And on that note,
Hey, that was the podcast.
Yep.
We're done talking now. I'm assuming my son is downstairs, very excited to see me.
Yeah.
So he's going to tell me about cars and trucks. And you're going to go like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. Whoa!
Yeah.
Isn't that awesome that you're going to do that?
And download the podcast.
Maybe download the podcast, maybe? Downloading helps us out a lot. Gives us a lot of analytics and things. Thanks for
Lets
listening.
us know that our listenership is growing.
You guys are awesome. Follow us on X at the Brothers G Pod if you're interested in that thing. That's it.
Nope. One final thing.
Brian has a secret.
A cliffhanger.
Oh my gosh. I'm on the edge of my seat right now.
You should be.
I'm losing it.
So your younger son is turning 1 year old.
That's right. 11
which means
days from
he's
now.
going to choose his starter.
That's right.
And that's
In
going to
just
happen
11
between
days.
now and the next recording.
Next episode.
So you guys
You're
won't-
going to find out.
No one knows yet what it's going to be, but we will reveal it on
You're
the next
gonna know
episode.
when you listen to next month's episode of the Brothers Game Podcast.
And good night, everybody.
Goodbye.